Hey, it's Justin Popovich here from Ignite Your Essence. Today I want to relate an experience I had at the Apple store when I was getting my laptop worked on here, the one I'm shooting from. And two different things happened in the span of like a half an hour while I was there that made me kind of open my eyes, and it caught me off guard really what was going on. First one was a guy that walked in really angry that he had some problems with his phone. And the person he was dealing with, A, didn't sell him the phone, and B, was just trying to help the problem, but was now being like the brunt of this guy's anger. The guy was going on and on about all the problems he has with his cell phone and saying that his experience with this phone was nothing short of a disaster. I'm sorry, but no cell phone issue ever is a disaster, okay? So if that's a disaster in your life, you need to re-examine your priorities. That's another talk track altogether. I'm sure you agree with me here. And then another person came in, and it was a lady who was having, again, some kind of technical issue. And her approach to this guy, to the person there, was, I can't seem to get anybody to help me. I've been standing around here for like 5 minutes. Maybe it's because I've already bought something and you have my money. You don't want to help me anymore. I've got Hudson here being funny. and she wanted help. So first guy is like angry. Second lady is accusing. Both people receiving the brunt of the stuff had nothing to do with the transaction. They were just there to help. And both of these people, to relieve their anger, need their problem solved. So the question is, what is the best way to get your problem resolved and get what you want out of the situation? Is it to act like these two people are acting, or is to take a slightly modified approach and maybe separate emotion from logic or from your decision making? And obviously that's what I want to focus on here. Sometimes when you're dealing with life, with things that go on, there's going to be things that make you angry, where you feel like you've been slighted, or whatever it may be. Sometimes it might be a bad waiter at a restaurant. This is especially something you want to pay attention to. There is a way of asking and behaving that's going to get you your end result that's ideal for you. And sometimes it requires swallowing a bit of pride or acting a little bit separated from your emotions. So if you're really, really angry, instead of directing your anger at somebody who can help you, you need to swallow a bit of that anger, re-examine your priorities, and talk to the person in a way that's going to get you the most out of the situation. So let's go to that second scenario where the lady was accusing them of not wanting to help and her wording was, well, maybe you already have all my money from selling me this thing, and you're not interested in helping me anymore. If that's the case, I don't think they would be in business still, for one. But two, if this is the guy, the technician that's going to take your device and go back there to the back room and work on it and fix it, is he going to go above and beyond when you speak to him that way? Or is he just going to do the bare minimum to get his job done and make his boss happy and move on with it? Depends on the person. He may do it anyway because he cares, but are you giving yourself the best chance at solving your problem and maybe even being more than happy with your resolution if you speak to someone that way? And the answer is no. So if you ever find yourself slipping and treating people less than you should be, with less respect than you should be, especially if they're in a position to help you, then you need to re-examine your mindset and re-examine maybe swallowing a little bit of pride. And I'm trying my best to do this video without it being silly. Go for a walk, bud. So this video isn't necessarily a motivational speech as much as it is a reminder that you can always change your approach and be dynamic and alter your strategy so that even if you don't feel it, even if you don't feel like it, like treating this person with a great deal of respect, maybe you don't feel like they've earned it in this case. If it means that you are going to get the result you want, then you alter that strategy, you swallow the bitter pill, and you do it, but in the end you're going to be happier because ultimately you want this thing fixed, you want this problem resolved, and you'll get it far easier and far more effectively that way. Plus, it trains yourself, it teaches your mind to kind of take a step back, take a breath, don't react from a place of anger or frustration. Do the most logical choice, and in the end, you're probably going to be happier with all of your results in life in general. So use these kind of experiences to gauge how you treat others, and you'll probably be a lot happier in the long run. Thanks for watching.